Hello and welcome back to Kilmainham Jail for another lockdown video because we're back in lockdown. Today is the 25th of September. It's the anniversary of the death of Thomas Ashe, who died on hunger strike in Mountjoy Prison in Dublin. And I thought I'd take out a few items from our collection related to Thomas Ashe. So here's the man himself. This is an original photo, and you can see him here in his Piper's uniform. Like a lot of the people involved in the struggle for independence, he was also a great enthusiast for Irish culture and music and the language. So you can see him here in his kilt and his very distinctive costume. And he's also carrying the uilleann pipes. And he was a very keen piper. And if we come down here, you can see this is a photograph of Lusk. It's very hard to think that what looks like a rural village in the west of Ireland is actually is now a North County Dublin, I suppose, nearly a suburb of the city now. But you can see Thomas Ashe here. Again, he's wearing that very distinctive Irish uniform and carrying his pipes. So Ashe was involved in kind of the North County Dublin, Meath area during the 1916 Rising. And like a lot of men, he ended up in prison in England in its aftermath. And these are the knife and fork and spoon that he used while in prison in England. And of course, given his end on hunger strike, there's an extra poignancy to these particular objects. But I thought we might particularly concentrate actually on his, I suppose, his cultural interests, in particular his interest in music and Irish culture. So this is, I suppose, a penannular brooch that he would have worn as part of his uniform when he was playing the pipes and in the marching band. And there was a very deliberate attempt to, I suppose, make a very distinctive Irish look for people playing Irish music and involved in Irish activities. And if you just come over here then, this is another object, and I suppose this gives you a kind of a sense of the degree to which they're, I think, kind of melding different influences. So this is the sporran that he would have worn with his kilt. So definite echoes of the Scottish kilt and sporran. And I think they did definitely draw heavily from that, I suppose, costume tradition in creating this distinctively Irish look. And then just over here, just the final item we're just going to look is this is a ribbon from his uniform, and obviously you can see there as well the tricolour. So obviously a sign of I suppose, political and cultural allegiance. And this is this kind of green velvet ribbon, which is somewhat faded with time. But as I said, it's nice to, I suppose, look at these items. And I think particularly these items which show, I suppose, that someone isn't just defined by, I suppose, their involvement with the large events of history, but the fact that Thomas Ashe had a very rich life as well in terms of his cultural interests and his involvement. He was a founder member of the Black Raven pipe band up in Lusk. He was working as a national school teacher in Corduff at the time. So as I said, that's our latest lockdown video. We'll hopefully be making a few more over the coming weeks as we're closed. But in the meantime, stay safe and we'll talk to you soon.